Today you're going to learn about articles, specifically definite and indefinite articles. Now, let's start with definite articles. In English, we have one definite article, the. We use it with nouns to indicate specific persons, places, or things. For example, take out the book, okay? If I say, hey, take out the book in class, I'm talking about a specific book, the textbook, okay? It's important to note here, as we learned in class earlier this week or last week, all nouns in Spanish, even if they refer to objects, are either masculine or feminine. So, nouns that end in an A are usually feminine, like la biblioteca, and nouns that end in an O are usually masculine, like el libro. This doesn't mean that the library is for girls or girly. It just means the word for library is feminine. Alright, if we look at our definite articles, in English we have one, it's the, and in Spanish we have four, el, la, los, and las. All of these mean the, okay? El libro, the book, los libros, the books. La silla, the chair. Las sillas, the chairs. Okay, all of these mean the. It just changes based on whether it's masculine, feminine, singular, or plural. So thinking of those definite articles, which one would you use for libros and what would it mean? Which one would you use for maestra, and what would it mean? Take a moment in your head or on your notes sheet to jot that down now. Alright, if you thought los libros, okay, libros is masculine, it's plural, you're correct. The books. For maestra, if you thought la maestra, you're correct. The teacher. And in this case, the teacher is female. All right, so you're halfway there, and now we're learning about indefinite articles. Indefinite articles in English are a, an, or some, okay? Definite was the, indefinite is a, an, or some. We either use these with nouns to indicate non-specific persons, places, or things. For example, take out a book. If I said, hey, take out a book, you could take out the textbook, you could take out your book for reading, you could take out a dictionary, a children's book. I didn't specify, it's not specific what book to take out. Whereas if I said, take out the book, in class, take out the book, I would be referring to the textbook. Here are the indefinite articles in Spanish, okay? Un, una, unos, and unas. It's important to note here that these two mean a or an, and these two mean some. Let's do a quick example with these. Un libro, a book. Unos libros, some books. Una manzana, an apple. Unas manzanas, some apples. Okay, let's try this example with the indefinite articles. Jot down the indefinite article from this slide that fits for these two words and what it means in English. You can pause this video if you'd like while you do this. If you're ready for the answer, the first one is un libro, a book, and unas chicas, some girls. Alright, well you can use a form of ser with an indefinite article to identify nouns. So ser must agree with the nouns too. That's just a kind of a fancy way of saying ser is still important here. Remember? Soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. Ella es una chica. She is a girl. Son unos estudiantes. They are some students. Es un jugo. It's a juice. And son unas chicas. They are some girls. So these are some examples of how we can use ser to identify nouns. A quick review. To make something plural, we add an S if the noun ends in a vowel. Okay? A, E, I, O, U. Okay? Like libro, libros. So galleta, galletas. Estudiante, estudiantes. Do you remember what you add if something ends in a consonant? What you add to make it plural? If you said ES, then you are correct. If the noun ends in a consonant, anything other than a vowel, you add ES to make it plural. So like mujer, mujeres. Let's get an example from our book, or from our current vocab. Borrador, borradores. Eraser, erasers. That concludes the notes for definite and indefinite articles, and now I'd like you to move on to the practice on the back side of your sheet. You can refer back to this video at any time for review, for future quizzes, or to make sure that you understand the concept of definite and indefinite articles.